King of the road. This is one of my favorite songs. I wrote this song, but before I got anything going with the songwriting and stuff, I was actually driving a truck in Austin and complaining about it to a girlfriend of mine, and that I wasn't doing anything with my music, and I hadn't written any songs that I liked, and blah blah blah. And she said, "Well, you're driving a truck, so why don't you write a trucking song, you know?" And so I tried. It was brilliant. I started writing a song. Started working on this song called "Oh My God, I'm a Trucker." And I didn't get too far on that song, but I backed up and I took her advice, which I think was right about something that you know. So. Grandpa Charlie smoked and drank whiskey, but he died in '43. Nobody like him in all my kin until my brother and me. He died in a small town so far back they didn't know what hit him, maybe a heart attack. And that was the drag on my grandma, you know, she never really forgave him for that. Most every year on Christmas Day, my dad and me go down where he lay. I don't know what kind of man he'd be, but he'd like my brother and me. Grandmama married a man she found even before Granddaddy hit the ground. Took 45 years, but what do you know? Well, he turned that right around. Grandma would tell about the family, how they come on over from Germany. Oh, mine old pa was hard folks, though, you know how them Germans can be. When she died, we cried and sang that day with the guitars tuned to the doghouse bass. Nobody sings down low and sweet night like my brother and me.
Back in Big Rich's office, talking to the man. It's Bruce Robison. Welcome to Beaumont, man.
Oh, it's great to be here. Yeah, love it.
Well, you're no stranger to this place because I know that your grandmother, your great-grandmother, grew up in Sour Lake, and your mother went to school in Port Arthur.
Yeah, that's true. So I spent a lot of time in my youth down here, and my family goes way back in the Big Thicket. So.
Do you have good feelings about Southeast Texas?
Oh yeah, I certainly do. It's funny. You know how it is. I've been gone. You know, I'm afraid I might not have been back in Sour Lake in 25 or 30 years. And I used to spend summers there when I was a kid, so I'd like to go and see it again.
Well, have you ever written a song about Southeast Texas?
I'm sure. There's so many. But they're all about Texas in one way or another. So you know.
That's Bruce Robison, of course, your brother Charlie Robison. Who's taller, you or him?
Me, by a lot.
And you're younger too, aren't you?
I am, but less than 2 years. I'm a lot taller than him. I'm the nicer brother too.
You can blame it on me. You can blame it on me. I was the one. I had no right to turn it all wrong. I held you too close, couldn't let go. Can't lose your cool these days, I know. So I'll go on home and you can feel free to blame it on me.
Are you more of a songwriter than he is?
Well, that's my main job. I mean, you know, it was lucky to me that we carved out our own niches, and his was, I suppose, more performing and making records and stuff. And then I have gravitated more towards being a songwriter. But, you know, Charlie, He's written songs like Loving County and Bar Light, and you could go on and on and on. So I think he's, you know, every bit of songwriter anybody I know. But, you know, we have found our niches a little bit.
Well, you certainly found your niches with women, because you both married beautiful country stars.
We did well.
Yeah, Kelly Willis for you, and he married Emily Robison from the Dixie Chicks.
Yeah, and we definitely married well, and I'm knocking on wood every day. I'm a very lucky man.
Oh, I'd like to be her honey. She don't care about me. Well, gone so long and all alone. Too far gone to try. With all my dreams and all them scenes still living in my mind.
Originally from Bandera, lives in Austin now, and here we are at Big Rich Courville's place, and written a lot of songs. Your first big hit was "Angry All the Time," Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. And you've written a #1 song for George Strait. I think "Wrapped" was #1.
It was a #1. "Traveling Soldier" was a #1. "Desperately" was the top 5. So, yeah.
What's your whole take on that Dixie Chicks debacle from 5 years ago?
Oh, I guess in a nutshell, my take is that the girls are family to me, and I love them. You know, so I hope that's behind me, them, and everybody else involved, and so that's shortly that's my take. It was painful, you know, to see all that going down and to know them the way that I know them. So I'm hoping that's behind us now.
It's really tragic.
Well, I do think that I missed them on country radio myself.
Yeah.
And so I enjoyed their music on country radio, and I'm a country music fan since I was a little kid, and so you know that they were a great part of country music in the late 90s, weren't they? In the early 2000s, and so I was so sorry to see it go.
Yeah.
One of, yeah. So anyway, that's as simple as I can put it. I missed them on the radio.
But they're still winning Grammys and
well, that's good.
Cleaning up everywhere.
That's good. But I'm a country music fan, you know. We can't lose the good ones, you know.
I don't know why you gotta be angry all the time. Our boys are strong, they're spitting image of you when you were young. I hope someday they can see past what you have become. And I remember every time I said I'd never leave, but I can't live with this memories of the way you used to be. The reasons that
This is Bruce Robison. Are you more of a Texas country music fan or Nashville?
Oh boy, I can't even tell the difference, you know, to tell you the truth. I'm definitely not the first or even the 50th person who said that, you know, that I see good music and bad music, and that's the only really parameters I put on any of it. So when I first started writing songs, they, to me, struck myself as country songs, and so I've always tried to not call it anything different, whether, you know, and so I consider myself a country artist and proud to be so.
And you live in Austin now, and you've started your own recording studio. It's a premium recording service?
Yeah, it's probably not the best time to build a recording studio, but it's going great, and making good music there, and I love it. It's a bit of a vanity project, but everybody's got a recording studio now, as you well know.
And we have a lot of talent down here in Southeast Texas, as you probably well know.
Always have. A lot of big stars come out from down here, a lot of good music, you know. I mean, I know that well. And you know, my blood is from one side of the family was from down here in the Big Thicket, and the other one is from Crowley, Louisiana. So all of my family was originally from here before they came from Texas.
You got German ancestry, the free thinkers.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. And part of the reason that we ended up in the hill country. So I go way back around here.
All right. Well, hurry back to Beaumont, Bruce Robison.
I will. Indeed, I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
I don't know why you got angry all the time.
hope you've enjoyed our visit with renowned Texas singer-songwriter Bruce Robison at Courville's Catering and Special Events. On April 16th, Courville's presents singer-songwriter Charlie Acorn. Tickets are just $25 and include a delicious dinner prepared by Big Rich Courville. To make reservations, call Courville's Catering and Special Events at 409-860-9811. Tell them King of the Road sent you.